Hey guys, Jayballs here for my first official Vanguard video. If you remember me from Yu-Gi-Oh, if you ever watched any of my videos, I was on Team Jerry Beans. But now I got a new team in Vanguard called Night Kids Crew, which you probably knew if you watched any other videos on here and saw the title, or the team name, whatever. But I'm going to be profiling my favorite deck in the game, Granblue's. The only deck I ever wanted to build in this game, and it took me 3 years to make it because I got it, got rid of it, got it again, got rid of it again, then got it again. I just kept coming back to this. So anyway, let's get into this right now.
But now they're here to stay.
Yeah, boy, because I'm actually playing now. So, for our starter, Peter the Ghosty. Peter the Ghosty. Counterblast 1, put him in a soul. Mill 2, draw 1. Fills up your drop zone, get ready for that Legion play, and Granblue works off the
And
trigger.
for your Revenger player, Shadow Paladin players out there, this deck gives no shits.
Word. For our trigger lineup, 4 Rough Sheets Banshees. Put in the soul draw a card. Draw power and crit. Double threat. 4 Jimmy the Ghosties. Because, you know, Jimmy's awesome. And then we run 2 Night Spirits, an obscene amount of crit triggers. I was running this at more crits, but I decided to put in stand triggers because I like stands, and in this deck, I run a lot of 1-ofs, 2-ofs, and this guy, when he's placed on rear guard, you look up your top 10 cards, pick a Granblue, throw it in the drop zone. So I can hit those 1-ofs that I want in the drop zone and just throw them in there. So I like that. Trying it out. And then last 4, we got our heal lineups. I like artwork, so I did 2 too.
Dr. Rouge still hot.
Yeah, boy. 4 grade 1s, 3 Gustian, our perfect card, and then 1 Quintet Wall, because this deck likes graveyard. So you want to throw some in there with this dude. And then of course.
Plus it helps with the Legion.
Exactly. We got our 3 Limit Break Enablers.
Ruin Shade's brother.
Brutal Shade. 2 Deadly Nightmare. I was running 1 Nightmare and 1 Samurai Spirit, but Samurai Spirit is a counterblast, and this deck doesn't have any good ways to unflip counterblast to reuse, so I just went for this guy. Soul Blast, like this deck fills up on soul heavily, so you have extra soul. So, to this game.
Yep, I had the deck, but it was a Cocytus, Break Ride Cocytus, and I decked myself out a lot because I didn't have a Legion in there.
2 Sea Strolling Banshees. When it's called from drop zone, draw Soul Blast 1, draw a card. Draw power. And 2 Deadly Cutlass. When he's placed on the rear guard, Soul Blast 2, draw a card. You know, more draw power. This deck is very heavy on draw, so you can deck out in this fairly simply.
Unless you Legion a bajillion times.
Exactly. Even still. Grade 2s for our Legion mates. We run 3 Ghoul Dragon. When Ghoul Dragon is called from rear guard, he gets the ability whenever his attack hits a Vanguard, you can retire a rear guard. So that's really good.
You were literally Hitler.
And then we got 2 Pinoy Block. Whenever you Legion, if this is in drop zone, counterblast 1, call it to the rear guard circle.
Just wait till they get their stride.
Then we got Ruin Shade, the expensive bitch.
And $3 more than Gustian.
Really, I see a lot of people max this at 4, which in this deck, you do not want to use this late game.
No.
Because either you will deck yourself out, or you'll hit all your triggers.
I mean, you can still attack with him, just don't use his ability.
Whenever I get so far down, when I start legioning over and over, I never use this ability because I don't want to hit my triggers that I put back. Or my perfect guards whenever I need them late game.
Yeah.
So like, I would not want to run this card at a high number.
Especially when you need if you're grade stuck, you need a grade 3 and you keep milling your grade 3s.
Exactly. And then we got 2 Corrupt Dragons. Corrupt Dragon is basically Ruin Shade, except when it's called from drop zone, you get the boost. So it's a free Ruin Shade when you call it. Basically.
Especially that with the Break Rod.
Exactly.
Hey, let me borrow
2 Deadly Spirits. 2 Deadly Spirits. Winston drop zone, Soul Blast 2, retire unit, caught to field. So. And then one of this guy, Commodore Blue Blood. I was playing the King Serpent, the Unflipper, but what I noticed with him was he's weak as hell. He's only got 8,000 attack, and there's a lot of times where that just was not good enough.
He took steroids too much.
He was just like, And the soul blasting, or not, the counter blasting, really, the unflipping damage really didn't. It just really didn't matter that much. It was cool and all, but I found that I didn't really need to that often. So I just put in this guy. He's big and he works. Now for our grade 3s. 3 Night Mist. He's your break ride. Whenever he is broke ridden, you call 2 Granblues from drop zone to field. They get plus 5k, and then they die at the end phase.
Really works for that one dragon.
So he makes your guys big. He can make Corrupt Dragon very big. He can make Rune Shade very big too. So yeah, he's really good. I only run 3 because I was running at 4, but I kept hitting grade 3s like late game when I needed to hit triggers and guards, which sucked ass. Then for our legions, we got 3 Negerbolt. Negerbolt is a fucking boss. The best legion for this deck. He's using whenever he attacks, counter blast 1, retire unit, call another unit. So you can just you get 4 attacks basically.
Yeah, make your opponent overguard with it and like, oh crap.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Now, I run one of this guy. He's alright. I just wanted to, diversity because I like this deck. I want to use as much as I could. I would just run 4 Negerbolts, but I just wanted to throw in this guy. But he's alright. I get to use Peanut Blanc, so Peanut Blanc is awesome. But yeah, when he legions, you mill 3 and then call 1 from rear guard. It's alright. And then the last one is Night Snow, maybe the best grade 3 in the deck because he allows you to break ride like immediately. You don't have to wait a whole nother turn if you have him in drop zone. You just go counter blast, soul blast, boom, ride him on top of Night Mist. I won a game last week because of him. It was crazy.
I mean, seriously, look at that swag.
He's so full of swag and he wins games. When you come in clutch with that Night Mist play, you're like, bam, ride it. But yeah, that is my deck. Favorite deck in the game. I am working on Gear Chronicles though, so that might come later if I ever get Dragon Clocks, which are
and Lost Age.
Dragon Clocks more. I can just buy Lost Age. They're cheap.
Yeah,
but not Dragon Clocks. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I'll get more Vanguard content. Start rolling whenever I just get something.
Box openings in the future.
Maybe. Right?
Hopefully.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Show your support. If you watch me on Yu-Gi-Oh, support me here too. Give me more money.
Links will probably be down in the description.
If I'm not lazy, which there's a good chance. But anyway, guys, peace out.